Good morning, everybody. Very few of you have joined.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Please come quickly. Blackboard is visible, children, all of you?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So today we were in this chapter light. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you all go through this chapter? Did you all study this
Yes,
chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. So you are just knowing some of the terms what I discussed yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now mute your mic, children. Mute your mic. Voice is coming from your side. When it is necessary, then only you all open your mic. Now here, today I will just discuss with these two activities. But before that, I want to know that have you all gone through the chapter or not? Have you gone through the lesson or not? That is why I will ask you a few questions. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is
Yes,
now?
ma'am.
What is angle of incidence? Or you can say what is point of incidence first. What is point of incidence?
Ma'am, the ray of light coming towards the mirror is called the incident ray.
Point of
Ma'am, the
incidence, I
point.
said.
Ma'am, the point on the surface of the mirror where the incident ray falls is known as point
Yes.
of incident.
So all of you are knowing this? Through this diagram,
Yes, ma'am.
I will make you more clear that how a plane mirror forms its image and how the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. For that, there is one activity mentioned in your book. So point of incidence, all of you are knowing. Then the angle,
Yes.
what is angle of incidence? The angle of incidence will be?
The angle between
Ma'am,
the normal
the
and the
angle
incident
between the
ray is
angle of
known as
incidence
angle of
and the normal
incidence.
is known as the angle of incidence.
The angle between the incident ray and the normal ray at the point of the incident.
Okay,
The
very good.
angle between
Now, in the same way, reflected ray. What is
the
reflected ray?
angle between
The angle between the normal and the reflected ray at the point of reflection is known as angle of reflection.
Okay. Now, children, here, as just these questions were to recapitulate what you are studying in, what you have studied yesterday. Today, I am going to discuss activity related with it. So this is your first activity, activity number 2, which is given on page number 179 in your book. What it is a very simple activity. You have to take two hollow cylindrical box, and these hollow cylindrical box you have to fix in such a way that when you light a torch, then the light of that torch falls on a plane mirror. Clear? This is your plane mirror surface, and this torch light is passing from this hollow cylindrical box, and it is falling on the point at a point on surface of the plane mirror. Now, this point, children, the point at which it is falling, that will be called as what?
Ma'am, point of incidence.
Ma'am, point of incidence.
Yes.
of incident.
Yes, and
Point of
just
incident.
children, I think from some background, some noise is there. Okay, now here, again, the second hollow cylindrical box you will fix in such a way that the incident ray is just coming in the form of reflection, as it is getting reflected from the mirror and falling through this cylindrical tube. Okay, so this will be what? This will be incident. First one will be incident, then the second one will be what?
Reflected.
Reflected.
Yes, so this
Reflected
one will
ray.
be your first one will be your incident ray, and second
Incident.
one will be your reflected ray.
Reflected ray.
Yes, but when you will just obtain the diagram of this, then you will see that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, because when this is a rule that law 1 is that the angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal to each other. So this can be proved by this activity. And if you draw the diagram, if you take it on a just a screen, what will be your screen? Your screen will be your paper that you can take it, on which you can take it, because this mirror you are going to fix on a paper, that is your screen. And when you will remove the torch and all the cylindrical hollow box, you will see that the angle which is formed is in this way with a imaginary line that is normal, and you will feel that these two angles are similar. So is it clear? Is it satisfying your two laws?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes, ma'am.
the point of incidence, the point of reflection, the angle of incidence, angle of reflection, they all lie on the same plane. So here they are falling on the same plane. That is why we say that these are this experiment satisfies our two laws of reflection of light. And this you have to, this is applicable everywhere we are studying about reflection of light. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any queries, any questions,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
if you are not understanding anything, any problem till here?
No, ma'am.
No,
So I
ma'am.
will move to again the another diagram which is given on page number 180, where it is described that image formation, how is the image formation taking place by a plane mirror. And here this plane mirror, how will it form the image, and whatever image formation we are seeing in our day-to-day life, actually we are saying that it is a virtual image. But where it is formed? The image is formed far behind, the source is in front of it. Like we stand in front of a plane mirror, our image is collected, but we cannot see that where is that image being formed. So if you have this concept with this diagram, then you can say that image will be formed behind the mirror. So let us see. First of all, this is your point source, and that source is named as S. Like your sun, clear? So, or object, any object. Like, and from that source, the two rays are moving, SA and SB. SA and SB. Two rays we are taking just to understand it, that how is the image formation taking place in plane mirror. So here you can see that SA and SB are falling on which reflecting surface? Your plane mirror, that is M dash. This is your mirror, plane mirror. And the source, light source, which is in the form of ray, is falling on this surface, as in the, it is SA and SB. Children, you can also note it down in a rough copy so that you can understand in your own way that this is your reflecting surface. M dash is your reflecting surface. And what is the ray name? SA and SB. At the end, you will come to the same conclusion, what you have studied in your rules. Now, next point is that when this SA is falling on the reflecting surface, M dash, it will get reflected towards what? Which point?
P.
P. And
P.
SB will get reflected to which point?
Q.
Q. Yes.
Q.
It will get reflected towards Q. So if we are going to form an imaginary line, that is N and N dash for both the reflected rays, and if we are going to assume that these two rays will meet at a point, then they will meet at a point S dash. We are assuming because it is a virtual image. It is not a real image. So what we will assume? That the formation of the image will take place when we will just extend these 2 points at the back of the mirror. And this we are seeing that it will just meet at a point, and that is S dash. So children, you are seeing that the light source which was S, the same object we are seeing over here also, that is S dash. Because in plane mirror, we are having same size of the object as we are. Like when we stand near a plane mirror, we get the image of ourselves with the size as we are looking. We never look bigger, we never look smaller. We look at of the same size as we are, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So the same thing is happening over here. Then what you have to do after that, you have to, before coming to the conclusion, you have to see that SAN and this whole, you can say, angle which is being formed over here, that is angle SA and N and SAN dash. This is another name, SAN dash. Here in both the cases, you are seeing that the reflected angle is equal to the angle of incidence. This angle and this angle, ye bhi or ye bhi. This both are of the same measurement. Both the angles are of same measurement. Then after that, you have to, as it is described in your book, you just see your book, all of you. S dash O is equal to OS. S dash O is equal to OS. As it is explained in your book, so I am just taking that point also. S dash O is equal to OS. This distance and this distance is same. Means where you are placing the object above in front of the mirror, at the same distance you will get the image also at the back of the mirror. Like in the first eraser activity, we have seen that if we are going to keep in front or if we are going to keep it at the back also, we are having at the same distance the image. Is it clear? So that is why we say that this distance SO, or you can call as OS. So both are similar. SO and S dash O, both are similar. So this equation is satisfied over here. Then
Yes.
next one is SOM dash angle, which is equal to angle S dash OM dash. Now find out where is this name given. Angle SO and M dash. Now it is describing about this angle. This one, SO and M dash. And again, S dash, O and M dash. Both the angles are of what? What is the measurement of that angle? This angle.
90 degrees. 90
Right angle.
In both the sides,
Right
it is
angle.
90 degree.
Ma'am, 90
And that
degree.
is known as the right angle. That means what? It is erect and straight. Clear? It is erect and straight.
Straight.
The image formed by these are the things that you are observing here. Image formed by a plane mirror is as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. And the line joining the image of a point object and the object itself is normal to the plane mirror. So children, any confusion in this diagrammatic explanation, or do you have any queries or any points? You can just ask just now. अभी पूछ लीजिए आप लोग.
मैम एंगल SAN और SAN डैश फिर से एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए.
SAN means this one, this angle. Clear? First, angle 1, that is incident angle. And again, you can call it as SA. No, not A. It will be SB. SB and dash. SB and dash. These two angles will be the first angle. That will be called as what? Incident angle for
Incident.
Incident ray.
SA and ray SB. ये SA और SB के लिए ये क्या होगा? This will be your incident angle. What will be the reflected angle? Reflected angle, then what will be the reflected angle? You all name?
Ma'am, SAP and
SBQ.
SAN and
No, you don't
Ma'am,
name it like that.
NAP and NAB.
Ma'am, AP and B. PAN you will name. This angle you are naming, na? So normal के साथ ये angle क्या बना रहा है? PAN and here
Ma'am, PAN and QBN.
हाँ, PAN and
QBN.
QBN dash. This is the angle, second angle, which will be called as the reflected angle for both the rays. So both are equal. That what I want to say over here. Clear? और कुछ queries है आप
Yes,
लोग
ma'am.
का?
No, ma'am.
So
No,
in
ma'am.
that way, what can we conclude about it? We can conclude that the image formation by a plane mirror is virtual. It is formed behind the mirror at the same distance where the object is placed in front of the mirror. The image formation is taking place behind the mirror. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
अब हम लोग के पास है दो तीन definition term. That is your virtual image, virtual, real, virtual image, and one more term is there. That is multiple image, multiple. Multiple image. Now, who can just differentiate all the three? ये तीनों में कौन difference बता सकता है? Because once you all have studied this chapter, children. Virtual, just now I told you that it is the imaginary.
Ma'am, what?
हाँ बोलो.
Ma'am, the
Ma'am, can I?
the image which is formed by the
Ma'am, can I?
no
One by
actual
one,
intersection
wait,
of the reflected ray.
Yes. Then real, Ankur, you tell.
Ma'am, an image that is formed by, through an actual intersection of reflected rays is known as a real image. Example is image formed by a convex mirror.
Okay, now one query may arise in your mind that we are not seeing any actual intersection over here. Means this ray which is falling SA is just reflected in the form of AP. But how will that we will get real image? So for that, to understand that, when we will study about the spherical mirrors, then we will come to the point. But you understand in this way, like these two rays are there, first ray and this is your second ray. Suppose it is like this, clear, parallel. And if these after, I'm just taking an example. After this, if it is crossing each other at a point, then this is called real intersection. This is apparent because we are just assuming that it will come, if we extend the ray, it will meet here. But actually on the screen, we will get this crossing. That is why that is known as real image. And we will see this in a case of our spherical mirrors. Okay, when we will discuss that, I will just make you clear at that point, because there we will draw the diagram, exact diagram, and then it will be clear. But at this stage, you just understand that the rays will not be separated apart. They will actually meet on the screen. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Then what
ma'am.
about multiple images, and where do we see these multiple images?
Ma'am, in kaleidoscope.
Or day-to-day example you give me. Kaleidoscope, all of you might not have watched. Day-to-day
Ma'am, in
example
clothes
of-
shop trial room.
Yes, ma'am. Try.
Yes.
Ma'am, in barber shop.
But that is not placed at an angle in trial room. But when we go to a barber shop,
Ma'am, in the Bhoot
Barber
Bhulayas.
shop.
mirror exact is the when we go to the trial room, actually the plane mirror is not placed at an angle. Somewhere, I'm not telling about all, maybe somewhere it is, but the common example is your barber shop. That in barber shop, we get the exact multiple images from all the sides. Why? Because they want to show us, or we want to see how our cutting or dressing has been of our hairs has been done from the back side. That is why this multiple mirrors are placed, and all those are plane mirrors. And they are also placed at some overlapping angles from all the sides. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then the toy that we make, that is kaleidoscope. In that also we place 3 plane mirrors at an angle overlapping each other, and placing one more plane mirror at the base. And then we when we look from the above, we see that after rotating, we see certain different patterns being formed at the base of that mirror, which is placed at the bottom of that toy. Is it clear? Then we will also move to do you know. Even a plane mirror can show the full image of a large object. However, to see the full image of yourself, you need a plane mirror half of your height. This is also a fact. When a plane mirror moves towards a stationary object with a speed u, means here the speed of the image is doubled when it is there in front of a plane mirror. Means if the object is moving with u, the image will move towards the mirror with 2u. This you should know. Some calculative objective questions are there in your book, but the direction will be same. Now children, till here anybody is facing any problem?
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can you explain? Do you know again?
No, ma'am.
Do you know is that it is a fact. It is a fact given that even a plane mirror shows a full image, like large object also. बड़े object का भी plane mirror full image दिखा सकता है. However, to see the full image of yourself, you need a plane mirror of your height. Suppose if you are taking a very small mirror, then at that case, somewhere either the upper portion or the lower portion is not visible. So to have a full scape view of your height, you have to take at least half of the size of the half of your size, the mirror should be, so that you will have a full look of your full view of your size of your body. Like when we make this dressing table where we dress, then the mirror over there is what? Of greater length, because it has to capture your full view, but it can be half of the height of your height also, then also it will capture the full scape view of your image. Clear?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then second point is that when an object is moving towards the you can say mirror, then the image inside the mirror, the image which is formed inside the mirror, that will move with 2u. This speed of the object, and this is the speed of the image inside the mirror. Clear? This is just for your knowledge. Don't talk in between, just concentrate. Now, after this, children, tomorrow's work for your homework, you will just learn, go through the important terms connected by a spherical mirror. Tomorrow's we will have this topic, spherical mirrors. So before going to the topic, what is your work? You have to know the terms, because without knowing the terms, you cannot understand all the examples. As we had explained here also in the plane mirror, certain terms like plane of incidence, plane of point of incidence, angle of incidence, angle of reflection. In the same way, in a spherical mirror, which is given on page number 182, we have got certain terms, that is center of curvature, radius of curvature, pole, the principal axis, the normal, the focus, the focal length. These all are the terms which are associated with your spherical mirror. So tomorrow you will go through it, and go through it means you have to memorize also. Because if at this stage, if you are not going to learn side by side, then you will not be able to finish your portion. Clear? And yesterday I had sent the syllabus of first term. Do you have any queries regarding it?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Those are your first term portion that is included. Other chapters are excluded. And second term complete portion will be there. Whatever we are studying in second term. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, after that, oh, stop talking. Yeah. Who is this? Akansha Jha. Akansha, please don't talk. Now, anybody is remembering these terms? Are you all ready to answer just now about a spherical mirror?
Yes, ma'am.
Spherical
Yes,
mirror,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
आप लोग को याद
Yes,
है?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us then discuss one by one. एक एक करके हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. First one is your first. What is a spherical mirror? Who will explain?
Ma'am, a mirror whose reflecting surface is a part or section of a mirror of a sphere.
Yes, ठीक है, correct.
Curved mirror is a mirror with a curved reflecting surface.
A mirror with a curved reflecting surface. Yes, ठीक है, correct है. Then how many types of spherical mirrors we are having?
Ma'am, there are two types of
Concave
Mirror and concave mirror.
Two types of concave mirror and convex mirror.
concave mirror and
Concave and convex. We are having two types of mirrors. So whom we will call as concave and who will be called as convex? How are you understanding?
Ma'am, a
Ma'am,
spherical mirror
a
whose
spherical mirror
reflection
whose outer curved surface is
inwards is called
surface is
concave
curved
mirror.
A spherical
inward is
mirror
called
whose
Convex,
reflecting
a
surface is
spherical
curved
mirror whose
inwards is
reflecting
concave
surface
mirror.
is curved
The
outward is
spherical mirror is a
spherical
special
mirror
type of mirror whose surface is a compact sphere.
Now you can take a very common example. Take a spoon. If it is the inner part of it, that is your concave. The outer surface of it is your
convex.
convex.
convex. In that way you can understand very easily. एक spoon चम्मच ले लीजिए and the inner part is your reflecting surface, then that is your concave mirror, and if the outer part is the reflecting surface, then that is your convex mirror. ऐसे याद रखो, like this and like this. Clear? ये अगर है, here from here if it is the reflecting surface is there, and the outer part if it is from here. Clear? Then for that we have got some important terms. Term one is what? Center of curvature. Now as it is a curved surface. Now children, if it is a curved surface, then the curvature will be there, curve will be there, center of curvature. So let us understand with the help of a sphere or a circle. This is your sphere or a circle, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Then this part, the center of it, center point. To draw a sphere or a circle, what do we take? First of all, we decide a center point of that sphere or circle. So this is the center of curvature of a curved mirror. So what will you learn? The center of curvature of a spherical mirror is the center of the sphere of which the given mirror is a part. Very easy. Means from where you have made a spherical mirror, that particular circle has got a originating point, that is the point at the center, and that will be known as what? Center of this curved circle.
Curvature.
Center of curvature. Second is what?
Radius of curvature.
Radius of curvature.
Curvature.
Now, in this only, in this circle diagram only, when you are going to draw a circle of larger size or smaller size, what do you fix first? In your geometry, you all do all these things, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
जब
ma'am.
आप एक सर्कल बनाने लगते हैं, then the teacher asks you to make a bigger circle, then the radius will be bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Ma'am,
Bigger.
bigger.
So the radius of the sphere is known as the radius of curvature. This, the point from the center to the outer circumference, that will be known as the radius of the sphere, or radius of curvature also you can call it. Please stop singing, children in the class. Then after that, if you have got ज्यादा अपना ये दिखाना है क्या, सिंगिंग दिखाना है, तो we will organize a singing competition. Ritvik Verma, just mute your mic. If you want your class to be interactive, don't just force me to mute you all. So here, if we have got the central point, the radius point, then what it is that we have just made a curved surface. We have taken a curved surface. Clear? And then after that, we will have the pole of that particular pole or midpoint of the section of the curved surface. So let us have the pole.